Oh, I should turn my volume down because I'm watching the Penn State game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pegula Ice Arena Community Rink this time for a fantastic matchup between the Penn State Lady Lions and the University of Delaware Blue Hens. This team's faced off yesterday at a 4-1 win for the Ice Lions with 2 goals by Catherine Willie and an assist from her in a 3-point game in her first collegiate start. My name is Zaretsky, the play-by-play broadcaster for tonight. Joined alongside me is Paige. Paige, how are you doing tonight?
I am great. I am so glad to be back in Pegula. I have missed hockey season so much, and this is such a great way to start my day.
As we get ready for puck drop, we're going to send it down to the ice. Thank you. We want to shout out Carter, Hannah, and Marielle for tonight's meeting behind the scenes. And we are ready for puck drop tonight. Second line starting for the Lady Lions. And the first line starting for the University of Delaware Blue Hens. And we are set and underway. Second line, like I said, starting for Penn State's Courtney Bode, Abby McChrystal, and Alana Nevin. Blue Hens send it all the way down, and they get an early change as Penn State's pinned in their defensive zone early. So, Paige, like I was saying earlier, a 4-1 dominant win by Penn State yesterday. It was back and forth a little bit between the first and second period, but Penn State pulled away. Shout out to Catherine Willie for 2 goals and an assist, like I mentioned earlier, in her first collegiate game.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely got to feel good for her. This is a very young team this year. We've got 15 freshmen, and for those young girls, it's got to feel good coming out. First game of the season, 2 goals in the third period, and having a good win over a team like Delaware.
Absolutely. Penn State looking to get a change now. Their top line going to head out there with Barnes, Celgin, and the goal scorer, the double goal scorer yesterday, Catherine Willie. Celgin hard on the puck now, and Delaware's defensive zone trying to cause a turnover. Now hard on it is Willie. Barnes and Celgin, a dynamic duo for the Lady Lions, stood out a ton last year as they potted many, many goals. Being their top line, Barnes now with the puck behind the net, unable to maintain possession, although the puck is still in the offensive zone, and Delaware is finally able to clear.
Yeah, it looks like Penn State's going to drop back with the puck and try and send it into that neutral zone, just trying to maintain possession and see if they can make something happen here. But Delaware's defense is coming in strong. You can see that the puck is really sitting down there in their defensive zone, but they're not causing a lot of turnovers.
Puck is still in the zone now. Willie with a shot saved by Morgan. Boyle. Maddie Boyle in her second start. She played yesterday. Did very well in her first start for the Blue Hens. Coach Penn decided to go back with her again today, trying to see what she could do against the Lady Lions in the second game. This will be a face-off to her left with the first line out still for the Lady Lions. Celgin wins the draw, now battling the puck is Katie Bars on the near side. Up against Emma Chaffee for the Blue Hens. Puck now at the top for the Lady Lions. A shot on, saved by Boyle. The rebound is squirting in there in the middle. Now Celgin has it, trying to stick it her way through the slot. Unable to do so when the puck clears the zone to neutral ice.
Yeah, they need to be really intentional with their passes here. You can tell that Delaware's defense is not going to let them have any easy shots. They have to be extremely conscious and careful about where they are letting this puck travel.
Absolutely, Pages. Catherine Willie looks extremely confident on the ice for the freshman here for the Lady Lions. A great keep there and a nifty move. Now trying to get an opportunity there. Zoe Interdes unable to do so. And the puck is sent behind the goalie of Paige Gorman, who's getting her first start of the season, and that one is whistled down for an icing. 2 minutes played here in the first period. How do you think the Lady Lions are looking so far, although they've only had 2 lines out?
They look like they're definitely confident over last night's win, but you can tell that Delaware wants to come back strong. They want to come back hard, and they don't want to let them have another easy win. They want to keep this score tight, and you can tell that from their defense.
So, Paige, I tried to mention this on the broadcast yesterday, but these teams are in 2 completely separate divisions. This being the second of 2 scrimmages. Delaware is part of the ECHA Division II program, and the Penn State Lady Lions are part of the ECHA Division I program. So a bit of a difference there, but Delaware has made 11 of the last 13 nationals, ACHA nationals, which is pretty impressive. Coach Deming being part of all 13 of those teams. The first 4 years he was the assistant coach, and now the previous 9, he's been the head coach of this team. Very impressive work by Coach Ken. as the Lady Lions look to regroup in their defensive zone. As the goal-scoring line, the single goal-scoring line for Delaware Blue Hens is out there. On the puck is Essick on the far side, battling up against the Lady Lion. That is Eric Jin. Or Jin, that is, rather. Arlene Stumpo now battling against Essick in the far corner. Two Lady Lions against two Blue Hens. Lady Lions still unable to clear the zone. Now Stumpo looks to do so, loses it at her feet. And there's still a battle for it. It's right in front of the Lady Lions bench. Blue Hens look to get a change, fresh legs out there from them. Now Shaw Dunning tries to avoid a turnover there. It could have been very costly. Both teams looking for the first goal of the game to break the ice.
That was a tough move that she tried to pull off there, to turn them around right in front of the goal when you have a Lady Lion so close on your back, to put them in that kind of position and to put your goalie in that kind of position too. Good on her for making it happen, but that could have been detrimental to the start of this first period.
And Paige, you weren't at the game yesterday, but Shaw Dunning was all over the ice. She did a phenomenal job in the defensive zone. One of the standout players for the Blue Hens in yesterday's game, as she carries the puck and tries to leave her defensive zone with a fresh unit out for the Lady Lions. It's the second line of Bove, Nevin, and McChrystal. They've been putting a ton of pressure on the Blue Hens so far. As Bove has the puck now in the near corner with three Blue Hens on her, tries to center it out in front of Nevin, unable to control it on her stick. And a great keep there by Pisano. And the Lady Lions look to reset. Now with the puck is Nevin. Puck crosses in front, taken down. And we're going to get the first penalty of the game. It's going to be assessed to number 14 for the Blue Hens, Mia Bonfurio. She's going to get charged 2 for tripping, and the Lady Lions will get the first man advantage in this game.
I think that this is going to be really good for the Lady Lions. They really need to take advantage of having the man up here, because we've seen that Delaware is holding a strong defense. Even though the puck is staying in their defensive zone, it's not necessarily with the Lady Lions' possession. They have good control and they have good defense, so they're going to have to keep it up here, especially with the Lady Lions having that man advantage.
On the ice for the Lady Lions, their top line, Chiango, Pisano in the back. And up front, Selasky, Bars, and Catherine Willie. Selasky now with the puck with a head of steam going into the offensive zone. She hits the brakes and looks for some options. On the far side is Pisano. Gives it over to Chiango with the slapper. Big save there. The rebound's behind the net. No one knows where it is. And looking to clear it now, and able to do so for Delaware is number 17, Carly Marzano. Gorman settles the puck and tries to get it to Pisano, and the Lady Lions look to regroup with a minute 18 remaining on the man advantage. Pass across for Selasky, and she's got some room breaking in towards the net. Selasky with a shot went wide of the net. She carries it around the far corner and looks to settle. Brings it in the middle of the ice and finds Catherine Willie. She's creeping towards the net. Big shot there, saved by Boyle. And Willie carries the rebound on the far side. Draws it back for Melanie Pisano. She looks for a slap shot, saved by Boyle, and she covers.
I think that was a great example of what the Lady Lions can do and can do well. There's a lot of passing there. They're looking for that open man. They're trying to run circles around Delaware's defense. And I think that for the most part, that was pretty productive for them. Even though, they weren't able to score right then. I mean, they were able to hold possession for the majority of that and make some smart decisions, get the shots on goal. Really warm up Delaware's goalie today and give her a shot to block some shots from them.
A little update while the referees are talking to the box. The Nittany Lions of Penn State Division I football has just scored. Katron Allen, a rushing touchdown, puts the Nittany Lions up 13-0 against the Illinois Fighting Illini. Quick little scoring update there for the big noon kickoff. James Franklin is absolutely loving the start. 11:04 remaining in the first half for the Nittany Lions. They look really good this year, Paige, I'll tell you that.
They do. It's nice to see Drew Aller with some time on the field this year. I will say that.
Starting QB1 for the Nittany Lions as we get set for puck drop again. 48 seconds remaining on the man advantage for the Lady Lions, that is rather. Second unit out there, Murphy with a shot. Big save by Morgan. The rebound from McChrystal, unable to control it on her backhand. We got Salvino and Deirdre Murphy in the back. And up top is the second line of McChrystal, Nevin, centered by Bove. Nevin with a shot, saved by Boyle. Rebound, tries to throw it in front of Courtney Bove.
She's fighting it down there. She wants it.
Gold back to the top to Bella Salvino. Salvino looks for a wrist shot block. And Delaware is able to do his own. Big attendance for Delaware. We got a ton of friends and family in the crowd supporting their team in the second match. Different ice sheet that these two teams are playing on, so a bit different of an atmosphere. But hockey is hockey, too.
Hockey is hockey, that is true. No matter where you are, who you're playing, you know, men's, women's, it's always going to look the same. It's going to be a fast-paced game, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Both teams are at even strength. Shots on goal 7-1 in favor of the Lady Lions as they look to reset. 5-on-5, big turnover there, and controlling it is Julian Nino from the Blue Hens, unable to get a shot on goal there. As Abby McChrystal is finally able to clear it to safety. Blue Hens looking to get some offensive zone time here, straight off the disadvantage. Big shot there, saved by Paige Gorman. She's covering the glove. Two fast shots there by the Blue Hens, as I was just mentioning the shots on goal that they had.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that the Lady Lions are wanting it today. I mean, they have 7 shots on goal today compared to Delaware's 3. It just looks like they're taking a couple more advantages that they have. They're creating shots instead of waiting for them, which is always fun to see.
Coach's narrative is definitely throw it on net. Coach Andrew Galetta, who was the assistant coach last year, but now is the head coach this year. Now the Lady Lions have an opportunity in the slot, not putting a shot on goal that time. Blue Hens are able to clear it now. With the head of steam is Evie Hill the other way. Defending her for the Lady Lions was Abby Brogan. Third defensive pair out there, MacDougall and Brogan out for the Lady Lions. As the Blue Hens trying to generate some offensive opportunities here, but it seems like the first couple times of the game. 12:30 remaining in the first period. Up now in the middle of the ice, the Lady Lions look to clear with tired legs, it seems. Not able to do so. Great keep there by Evie Hill. And now the Lady Lions are finally able to clear. Going the other way is California Bailey. Looks like Delaware had an extra step there, but she's got it in the far corner. Trying to throw it in front. Morgan Boyle looked to cover it there, but she was unable to do that. Lady Lions with an opportunity here to keep the puck in the offensive zone, but it shifts out to neutral ice. And now looking for a change on the Lady Lions. Got to be careful there with too many men on the ice. Could get caught up with a penalty, which would not be good, as these two teams are both looking for an opening goal here in the opening half frame of the first period. Taking it the other way of the Blue Hens. Great drop pass there and a backhander on net. Saved by Gordon. The rebound's there. And a second chance opportunity is not able to be put on net. Ella Herzog with the puck. Able to get it in the front of the ice. Puck's in the slot. Essig with a backhander. Just missed the net. Puck to the top of the slot now. Julia Janowski with a shot saved by Gorman, unable to catch the rebound. Lady Lions are tired here, trying to get it out of their defensive zone. Carrying it out on the backhand to safety are the Lady Lions. California Bailey. Rather, that was another Lady Lion carrying it. Now Katie Bars with it, tries to dump it in with 4 Blue Hens on her. Liv Murto with the puck, sends it all the way the length of the ice. And now the Lady Lions are finally able to get a change. Now their top line's out there. Bars, Selaski, and Willie.
There we go. We got some passes there in the neutral zone. They're going to take it all the way up. Shot, and it's just high. It is going to stay in possession, though, on the ice. We've got a big collision over there by the Blue Hens bench. That was a great jab at the puck there in the neutral zone, just to try and get it out of Delaware's possession. And they're going to just keep fighting for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams looking to go at it, especially when their top lines are out there. Jamie Selaski carrying the puck, looking to put a couple moves on the defenseman there on Shaw Dunning for the Blue Hens. As Selaski loses possession of the puck in the far corner. Chiongo looking to keep it in, unable to do so. And the Blue Hens look to regroup. Pisano with a breakout pass to Kami Selaski. She controls it, makes a nifty move at the blue line. Tries to do another one. She takes a spill on the ice. Catherine Willie makes a few moves and tries to get a backhanded shot. Not on net. Pisano unable to keep it in, and the referee whistles that down for an offside. So it's a back and forth action. No goals so far, 9:36 remaining in the first period. Delaware's been getting some of the opportunities so far in the past couple minutes, so the Lady Lions are a bit on their heels. So the first goal is going to really come into factor in this game, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know that it's going to be as easy of a game today as it was last night. It looks like, you know, Delaware definitely wants to come back strong today. And the Lady Lions don't want to give it up that easy, but you can tell that Delaware is coming at them. They're coming fast, they're coming hard, and they're really putting up a fight. And it looks like it's rattling the Lady Lions just a little bit to where, you know, they're not settling the puck as much as they should be, and their passes aren't always completely on target. It looks like they're just scrambling the slightest bit today, so, you know, hopefully they can shake that out here in the first period and keep going after it.
The first period yesterday ended 1-1, so a couple tallies in the first period. It looks to be a bit of a slower game as both teams tend to know what each other's moves are looking like, which is, of course, what most games look like, no matter what sport you're playing.
Yeah, second game of the series is always going to be a little bit slower after you've had the first game to kind of read them, figure out how they like to play, you know, see some people's fancy moves that they like to do and try and trip you up. And so that second game is going to be a stronger competition between both teams.
Absolutely. And Delaware hungry after they lost the first game. As we mentioned before, it was a 4-1 victory for the Lady Lions if you missed that at the beginning of the broadcast. Just a 2-game set between these two teams as McChrystal's able to chip it into the Ice Lions bench and will whistle down. The 8:34 remaining in the first period. Both teams are going to look to get a change. Looks like the third line's going to come out for the Lady Lions, featuring Bailey, Mutertees, and McDonald. Shot on by the Blue Hens. Off the face-off is saved by the goalie Paige Gorman. And we're going to have another face-off to the left of Gorman. Janowski going up against Bailey on that face-off. Bailey's able to control the face-off, but the Blue Hens are controlling it in the offensive zone. Essick carrying her out behind the net, looking for an option, and she sends it to the top of the key for Herzog. Herzog with a shot, able to get it on the net of Gorman. And the Lady Lion lost a stick, and the puck was thrown on net, and it went in! The Blue Hens are on the board early! Not sure who got the stick on it. A lot of confusion in front of the net of Gorman, and it looks like the person celebrating the goal is Cassie McFadden, and it's 1-0 Blue Hens. Not sure what happened there. It looked like it either squeaked underneath the pad or in between the legs of Gorman. No matter how you slice it, it's a 1-0 hockey game.
Yeah, it's good that we finally have someone on the board so we can kind of adjust. All right, so we've got our play going back. Looks like there's going to be a scuffle there in the neutral zone. It's going to drop back into the Blue Hens' defensive zone. Number 15 with possession. She's going to make a nice pass behind the net. Lady Lions are up there strong, just trying to regain possession, try and get a shot on goal during the rest of this period. You know, but the Blue Hens really are riding the high of that goal and riding this defense pretty strong.
No assists were called on that goal, so it's an unassisted goal for Cassie McFadden. And another one!
Two goals back-to-back by the Delaware Blue Hens. That has got to feel good. You know, Ethan said earlier that at the end of the first period yesterday, we had a 1-1 score, and so for Delaware to be up 2-0 right here in the first period, still with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to play, you know, they've got to be riding that high. That has got to feel good, and you know that they're just going to get stronger and stronger. So Lady Lions have to really step up here, try and get some accurate shots on goal, try and get some in the back of the net, and just kind of catch up, make it an even game, and see what happens.
Scrum in front of the net after the second goal. I'm going to have to wait for the announcement on who scored that second goal because it all happened so fast. Went over the right shoulder of the goalie, Paige Gorman. Puck is going to be dropped to the right of Maddie Boyle. As it looks like the Blue Hens are going to get a change on offense. Celgin uses the draw.
Delaware will score by number 6, Olivia
Olivia Huddy with the goal announcement. Courtesy of the goalie for Penn State, who's going to be doing the PA announcements, Jess Ware. Ice Lions looking hungry now after they're down 2-0 in the first period. Top unit out there for the Lady Lions as they look to get one more goal, hopefully before the first period ends. Come down the near corner, a big hit there on Corey Busey. She looks to be alright as she got up, and now Celgin will carry it out of the defensive zone. With a head of steam coming down the right side, Celgin now taking it on her forehand, looking to cut in front, unable to get a shot.
You can tell she was hungry on that run. I mean, she had full force, full steam, and she had her eyes on that net. She wanted that goal, and unfortunately, she just couldn't place it correctly. It looks like her positioning was a little bit off. She's a little bit too wide, and her defenseman was just a little too close on her to finish that.
Catherine Willie now looking to make a couple moves against the defenseman, unable to do so. Great stop there by Marielle Bonfiglio, and the Blue Hens have a 2-on-1 going the other way. That is way offsides. Referee is not going to miss that call. With 6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the first period, shots on goal are 9-8 in favor of the Lady Lions, but the Delaware Blue Hens have a 2-0 lead. Puck's going to be dropped right in front of the Lady Lions bench as their second unit, or rather their third unit is second unit. I was right the first time. Boyle, Crystal, and Nevin. Nevin tries to make a move on the near side, and that was quickly stopped by Evie Hill.
Penn State still fighting for possession back there behind the net.
It looks like the referee's going to call a slashing penalty. Looking like that's going to go up against the Lady Lions. Waiting for the signal from the referee, but Alana Nevin is being directed toward the penalty box, and the Blue Hens are going to get their first power play of the game.
Lady Lions have to be super, super careful here. You know, with these Blue Hens riding the high of those 2 goals back to back, they are coming strong, and they can't get sloppy. They can't get angry about what's going on. You know, they have to keep their head in the game and really just play clean, smart hockey. And hopefully they can do that, even with the man down.
Shot by Shaw Dunning off the face-off, unable to find the net of Gorman, and now the puck is loose in the front of the slot.
Tried to clear it there, and it looks like she just missed it just the right way with her stick. It kind of skated over and spun a little bit, but it did not do what she wanted it to do, and you can tell it flustered her just a little bit right there in front of the net.
The Blue Hens set up on the man advantage, 1:35 remaining in their power play.
Same thing happened there with that shot from Delaware. It looks like they just couldn't put the stick to the puck and just wasn't making it happen.
Lady Lions get a change on offense. Stumpo now out there, along with Zoe Muderdies. Shot by Shaw Dunning, big block there by Ashley Chiondo. Now the Blue Hens are able to keep it back in the zone. Maintaining the puck on the near side as they look to get an opportunity. Jess Pittinello to the back to Shaw Dunning. Now in the far corner. A big hit there on the near side, and Delaware is able to control it in the neutral zone. Shaw Dunning waiting for some reinforcement as the Blue Hens look to gain possession of the offensive zone with 47 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Puck now in the slot. Shot on, unable to find the goalie Gorman. Puck's back on the top for Evie Hill as she surveys her options. Back to the far side, now back to Evie Hill at the top. Creeping in, looking for an opportunity. Challenged there by Stumpo, unable to have anything happen. Now to the near side, part of Marzano. And that puck was broken up, 24 seconds remaining on the man advantage.
Pass went way wide there, just missed her stick of the girl she was trying to hit. And that worked in favor of the Lady Lions, and it looks like they just couldn't get there quite fast enough.
Chiongo and Pisano have been out there the entire 2 minutes of this penalty kill. And Coach Andrew Galetta has just been changing the forward plays.
At a time like this, you really want to keep your best defenders there in front of the goal. I mean, you're already a man down. You know, you're not exactly looking to be on the offensive spectrum here in this kind of situation. And so you want to keep your strong defense there, especially when you have a really young team. You want to keep people who are seasoned, you know what they're doing and know how to adapt in that kind of situation, are not going to fold under the pressure and not give anything up. And so I think that was probably the right call for them there.
Absolutely, Paige. Evie Hill with a rising shot on Paige Gorman. stop for her, which takes 9 shots to the ladies, or to the Blue Hens rather, with just under 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Puck will be dropped to the left of Gorman. The Lady Lions win the faceoff, but kick it back to the top for the Blue Hens. They look to get a shot. It was blocked there, big block there on the far side by Catherine Willie. And the Lady Lions look to get a tally here before the first period ends to get some sort of momentum in the middle frame. Bars to the far side for Catherine Willie as they look to generate numbers here. Catherine Willie breaking in on her backhand. We're going to get a shot backhander and just went wide of the net. But now at the top, big block there by the Blue Hens. That could have been a great opportunity going the other way, but not enough speed there. As Cami Selasky now controls it in the middle of the ice. Pass there to Katie Bars. She looks for an option. Breaks off a defender. Katie moving in the middle of the slot. Big shot saved by Morgan. Boyle. Wow, what a stop there by Boyle. That's Maddie Boyle, rather.
That was almost a picture-perfect play right there. I mean, quick pass right there to the center. One time it into the back of the net. And unfortunately, Delaware has just a really good goalie who is making a lot of saves. And that one was impressive. That was fast. It was close. It was hard to react to. So good on her for blocking that shot.
It looked like Willie had a wide-open net there as Cami Selasky takes a bump in the middle of the ice by Tori Busey. And she's calling for the puck with a head of steam up the ice for her.
Once again, pass just a little bit wide here. They're going to take it back around Lady Lions net. Stolen from her over on the side. She's going to get it back. Delaware Blue Hens just tripped over their own feet. Puck right there in the neutral ice. Looks like they're going down the far side. Tried to make a pass there in the center, and it just did not connect.
Alana Nevin tried to get it to Courtney Bove there for the 2-on-1 connection. The puck just hit the defender's skin of Mia Bonfiglio as they're able to clear the zone into neutral ice. 1:32 remaining in the first period. As the Lady Lions trying to get an opportunity there with their second line out. Abby McChrystal now on the far side, makes a couple moves.
Stopped up there by the Blue Hens bench. Looks like she just got into a little bit of a scuffle. They're all looking for the puck, kind of lost it there. We got a girl down on the ice. Makes a quick recovery though.
Looks like everybody's all right, though. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Shots are 10 and 9 in favor of the Lady Lions. 2-0 to score in favor of the Blue Hens. Puck at the top of the key now for Evie Hill. She's got a wicked wrist up. Puck is deflected in front of Gorman, and the puck is whistled down for a high stick with 44 and 8/10 of a second remaining. And the referee whistles that the puck will be dropped outside of the offensive zone for Delaware. Lady Lions get a change. They're sending out their second line of Mutertees, Bailey, and McDonald. McDonald playing left, Mutertees playing right wing. And the center is California Bailey. She needs to draw to the Blue Hens as the puck is right in front of the Delaware bench.
She's just trying to shield the puck there from Blue Hens. In this last, right about 30 seconds, Lady Lions want to do two things. They want to, potentially get a shot on goal, maybe make connection with the back of the net, but more than that, they just want to keep the puck away from their defensive zone. They do not want to give the Blue Hens any kind of time, and it looks like that puck is dropping back. And we've got a Lady Lions possession here, just past the neutral zone, almost turn of possession. Looks like they're going to keep fighting for it right there by the blue line. Great save by Gordon there on the goal.
And the clock hits 0 as the shot was off by Evie Hill, and a big stop by Gilman to end the period. The score is 2-0 in favor of the Delaware Blue Hens. We will see you at the second period. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. What you guys missed, you missed a 2-minute penalty to Shaw Dunning. That was in the beginning of the period. A successful kill by the Delaware Blue Hens. But now Kaylee Selasky has it on the far side, giving it to Catherine Willie, and able to get a shot on goal to Boyle. Lady Lions are very, very fierce to start the second period that is now. Try and get a goal on the board. As the top line's out there, Selasky gets scores!
Back in the net there, finally able to find, a shot on goal that they were able to get past Delaware as well. That has got to feel good for them right now, especially to score early in the second period. Try and close the gap there in the score.
Catherine Willie with the goal, her third in just 2 games. Absolutely showing out here against the Delaware Blue Hens. The team looks extremely happy and so confident in this young star for the Lady Lions. A beautiful backhander in the front of the net and has cut the deficit in half for the Lady Lions. Puck dropped in the middle of the ice as their third unit is out there now.
Casco's just a little bit far there.
As McDonald, Mutertes, and Bailey are out there. Looks like Mutertes is going to be taking the face-offs now in the second period as they got called for icing. Liana Patrick, the center for the Delaware Blue Hens, as the puck will be dropped to the left of Gorman. Mutertes wins the face-off. A couple Lady Lions and a couple Blue Hens battling for the puck on the near side as it squirts up to the top and sent all the way back on the half wall. Liana Patrick now with the puck, sending it back down to the captain, Morgan Thrush, in front, but it's deflected away from Erin McDonald, and the Lady Lions are able to carry out in the defensive zone for safety for just a second, but now they're pinned back with heavy pressure from the Blue Hens. Puck now in the slot, now able to get a shot on goal there is Riley Lemberg, and now the Lady Lions are finally able to control it in the neutral zone. Blue Hens now look to regroup as the breakout pass intended for Lemberg is sent down, and now they'll go for a change offensively. Taking the puck down now for the Lady Lions is Ashley Chiongo, who gets the puck on her forehand, tries to whip a shot on net. Big save there by Maddie Boyle, that is, rather. Big stop there by the left shoulder.
Penn State goal scored by number 21, Kat Willie.
Kat Willie gets announced for the goal. Like I just said previously, her third goal in just 2 games. Really showing out here for the Lady Lions early in the season, which is what you'd love to see from a freshman. Evie Hill now carrying the puck down below behind the net of Gorman. Good defensive play there by the third line who's been out there for a couple minutes now. They need a change as the long ice becomes a factor here as their offensive unit's finally able to get a change, and they'll send out their Stumpo line. Puck sent all the way behind Gorman as the Lady Lions look to regroup defensively. Referee calls down as offside as the Blue Hens offensive group was a bit tired. We'll give you a little score update. It's halftime in Illinois between the Nittany Lions and the Fighting Illini in Division I college football. Penn State leads 16-7. A bit of a slow start for the Nittany Lions. Just a little quick update out in Illinois as the football team is away this weekend.
Yeah, it's definitely a good day to be a Penn Stater.
Oh yeah, so many sports going on. We got AEW coming to town at the BJC, which, for those of you that don't know, it's the league underneath the WWE is a shot on. Was saved by Gorman, a high shot there. Was able to be controlled nicely with exactly 14 minutes remaining in the second period. It's a 2-1 game in favor of the Blue Hens. And it's a lot of back and forth action, which is what you love to see in a game, especially of this magnitude between 2 teams and 2 different divisions. Yeah. Something that you don't see too often.
Definitely, and even though the Blue Hens are just 1 division down, they're not showing it. They have come today, and they really are stepping up to the plate. They know exactly what they have to change from yesterday, and so far they've done that. Their possession today has been really, really great. They're doing a really good job of controlling the puck, and they just kind of have a leg up on the Lady Lions today in that aspect. Lady Lions are just fighting hard to come back. Looks like they're going to gain possession right there in the neutral zone. It's going to get touched away right there by the Blue Hens. And Blue Hens are ultimately going to gain possession. They're going to take a shot, pass over here to the near side. And it looks like they're going to run it all the way out to the goal. Quick pass there in the center, shot on goal. Looks like it was just on the outside.
Quick whistle by the referees. Delaware fans unhappy about that one, as the backhander by Carly Marzano wasn't able to find the net. Big opportunity there by Delaware, shut down by goalie Gorman. Big 2-on-1 there developing. And now they're going to send out their second unit, or actually their first unit rather, with Sam Schultz centering Corey Busey and Jess Pitinello, as Schultz is able to win the faceoff. A great keep there on the defensive zone as Schultz gets an opportunity to shoot it there. Just went wide of the net. Puck now down below for Busey. Look to center it in front. Big opportunity there again for the Blue Hens as they're knocking on the door here early in the second period. Both line for the Lady Lions looks to clear out. Now they gain some head of steam in the neutral zone. Clearing now on the far side is Deirdre Murphy as she looks for an opportunity in the middle of the ice. Great stop there. Pass intended for Abby McChrystal. Unable to catch her stick. Now the Blue Hens look to go the other way. Corey Busey unable to catch that backhand from the far side of the ice. And now Shaw Dunning at the top with a shot blocked there by Abby McChrystal. Sam Schultz now taken away by Deirdre Murphy as they have a battle in the far corner with the referee in the way. The Blue Hens look to settle at the top of the key. With the puck now is Shaw Dunning. They're going to creep in for an opportunity. Big block there by McChrystal. She's getting in front of every shot she sees. Oh, the puck is thrown in front! And the puck, there's going to be a penalty on the play. Referee was not having that one. A tripping call on the Lady Lions as the Blue Hens will get another advantage here.
Close opportunity there. I mean, that puck really just skated by the side of the crease. And it even looked like it grazed the side of the net. You know, the fact that they weren't able to finish that is really unfortunate because it was so close. It was right there. You know, Delaware is going to have the chance now with this man-up advantage to try and actually finish and put another shot up on the board.
Puck is going to be dropped to the left of the goalie for the Lady Lions, Paige Gorman, as this 5-on-4 develops for Delaware. With the puck at the top of the key is Evie Hill, the quarterback in this power play. Now with it on the near side is Morgan Thrush at the top for Hill. Now to the far side, shot saved by Gorman. Puck skitters around the boards and now cleared out of the zone where the quarterback Hill will try and control it with Selasky on her hard. Now Bars has the puck the other way and offside sliding in the offensive zone. That was really rather, and they call it for delayed offsides. Puck will be dropped right in front of the Lady Lions bench. As Bars and Willie laugh it off. Chiango and Pisano on defense for the Lady Lions on this power play opportunity for the Blue Hens, as they have their second line out there with Marzano centering. Nima, and the penalty looks to be a penalty. Delaware fans wanted a call there. Not going to get the 5-on-3 power play. Puck is pinned now on the near side with 3 Hens and a Lady Lion. Puck taken out by Julia Nima. Now with a shot in the slot. Rebound! Oh, big save there by Gorman with the left pad. Controlling it now is Julia Nima. Surveying her options, looking for an open lane. Carrying it now on the backhand. Dropping it off. Big chance by stop by Willie. And now the Lady Lions look to go the other way. Willie on the far wide side with Selasky looking to get a pass across. Able to do so. Selasky knocking on the doorstep. Can't tuck it home. 41 seconds remaining on the Bove minor. Now going the other way, look to be the Blue Hens. Lena Mircha with the puck skating in on Gorman. Shot deflected. Big save there by the goalie Gorman, and Willie will clear at the length of the ice. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. And Maddie Boyle will cover. As the Lady Lions are looking at a change. Big opportunities there for both teams on this man advantage here. Halfway through this contest. Lady Lions looking to get a tally to tie this game up. Both teams are 1 goal away from either making this a tie or making this a 2-goal game. The next goal is going to be very crucial.
That would have been great confidence booster there for the Lady Lions. Being down by a goal and then also having a man down against a team like Delaware, for them to have been able to score there would have really helped them out just in terms of their confidence levels. But it doesn't look like they're really feeling defeated after that. You know, you saw those two girls come back, skating back to center ice, and they were laughing and they saw no issue with that. So it's good to see that, you know, they're having fun, they're enjoying their game. You know, they love what they do, and hopefully that'll translate on the ice and they can put another goal on the board.
Top line still out there for the Blue Hens. Both teams are back in even strength, and the Lady Lions look to have numbers going the other way. If it wasn't for Shaw Dunning, who dumped the puck for the Lady Lions to look to regroup. Now with the puck going the other way is Miertos, and she throws it away, and it's intercepted by Patrick. Blue Hens look to go the other way. You got to be careful of Liana Patrick. She's got a full head of steam as she heads to the bench. Wide open down the length of the ice, and Miertos unable to catch that cross-ice pass by the Lady Lions defender. Battle for it. Looks like Lady Lions have been trapped in their defensive zone for the good half of the second period. They're going to need to flip the script the other way if they want to get another tally on this board and tie this game. Blue Hens fans telling the team to settle down. They want to control this game as much as possible, not let it get out of hand, because as you know, just as I do, Paige, if the Lady Lions get on the board one more time, they're not going to stop.
They're not, no. And especially once it's a tie game, they're basically starting from zero at that point. You know, it gives both teams almost a sense of relief, you know, not having to catch up to anyone, and they're starting at equal ground. You know, and the Lady Lions do feed off of their own goals very well. You can see how it affects their playing and the confidence boost that it gives them. So you can tell that the Blue Hens really are trying to keep that from happening, and also probably try to get another shot on goal. You know, maybe make this a two-goal lead instead of just one.
Great defensive play there by the center, California Bailey, to stop a great opportunity from Liana Patrick, who I was just alluding to earlier. Is very dangerous. Now an opportunity for Delaware, and that one's going to be a penalty. Delaware fans very adamant about that hooking call. And now it looks like Delaware might be getting a goalie change. Yes, they are. They're going to be sending out Sydney Butler to play goal for the second half of this match, as Delaware is going to go to the main advantage. I wasn't able to see who the penalty was assessed to for the Lady Lions, but I could take a guess and say that it was California Bailey who, with the extra effort on the hook there in the far corner. There's going to be a draw to the left of Gorman, as Delaware will have their second power play of this second period. Shaw Dunning now, quarterbacking another power play, tries to get a shot on net. Puck was fluttering in front of the net of Gorman, but unable to get a shot with Delaware. Settling now, the puck on the far side. Dunning now at the top looking for a shot on the net of Gorman, just scored it wide to the right of the net. Now Willie and Selasky out there playing defensively. Selasky has a play goal for the Lady Lions. They're going to tie this game. Katie Selasky on the back end.
What a fantastic shot for her. She took that run, you know, from their defensive zone, and she pushed through. She had a nice little wall pass to herself there. You know, just to help herself out, get around that Delaware Blue type defense thing. You know, and she was very, very smart. She went right for Delaware's goalie, made a last-minute change into the open space, and was able to sling it right back behind her. And this is going to bring this to a tie game. You can feel the energy from the Lady Lions after that goal right now. And like I said earlier, these teams are starting from zero now. They're able to take this energy and let it explode. And I think we're going to see a really fun game from now on.
Yeah, you called that one, Paige. Selasky, the absolute stud for the Lady Lions, is able to tie this game shorthanded. Delaware still has a minute and change to try and get this back to a one-goal advantage. Still with they brought their second unit out, that's Delaware. And the Lady Lions are keeping out Willie and Selasky. What a beautiful move by Selasky, able to take it on the backhand, and a great finish there to tie this one up at 2. Selasky and Willie still out there in the offensive zone. Big save there by Sydney Butler as she gets her first save of the game. Entering for Maddie Boyle, who looks like her weekend is going to be over. Great weekend for her. I'm very confident that the first game that she played fully and the first half of the second game, she was phenomenal with that. hopefully she's able to carry her momentum into her future games. I spoke to Coach Ken from Delaware before the season started, before the first game started yesterday, and they do a ton of fun games in Delaware. They have 2 rinks on campus. They do BCA night, which is breast cancer awareness for those that don't know. They have a military night, and they also have this thing that's similar to Thon, which is called U-Dance. Never really heard of it before, but it seems like a fun environment to be a part of if you're a Delaware fan. As Evie Hill throws the puck on net of Gorman, big stop there as they're on the man advantage for the next 23 seconds. So the goals are Willie and Celgin for the Lady Lions. And for the University of Delaware, the 2 goal scorers are Olivia Huddy and Cassie McFadden. Courtney Bove able to win the face-off for the Lady Lions. With 20 seconds remaining on this man advantage, Shaw Dunning tries to throw it to the net, just went wide to the right of Paige Gorman. But Bove lost the battle for the puck on the far side. Now Dunning going back and forth with their captain. Now puck in the middle of the slot for Pizzanello, unable to get a shot on goal. Delaware fans not happy about that one, and teams are back in even strength. The penalty was assessed to California Bailey. I was right about that one. That's the tired Lady Lions defensive group. Definitely want to get a change with just under 6 minutes to play here in the middle frame. Roll with the puck for the Lady Lions on the near side as she goes back and forth and loses ice. And now taken down is the Lady Lion forward. Happy about that one. It was a defenseman, Deirdre Murphy, which has plenty of experience on this team. Penalty is going to be assessed. I believe that is scored usage. Correct, it's scored usage for Delaware, and now the Lady Lions will have an opportunity for a man advantage to try and get them up for the first time in this game. As they said, they're top unit out there. If you don't know by now, it's Gianco, Pisano, Willie, Selasky, and Bars. And on defense, centering for the Blue Hens is going to be number 24, Sam Schultz. Lady Lions win the faceoff draw. Bars now with the puck in the far corner. Bars to Willie, back at the top to Chiango. Chiango, quarterback in this power play for the Lady Lions. She sends it to Willie, back to Bars. Below the net with a different option in front. Bars back to the top for Ashley Chiango. Chiango looking for a ripper. She throws it on net, unable to get it.
Delaware penalty 33 tripping.
Controlling it now in the far corner is Bars for the Lady Lions. Minute and a half gone. A minute and a half still on the power play. Pisano now on the near side. Looking for his shot, went wide. And the puck careened all the way around the boards. Looking to settle it down for the Lady Lions. With a minute 15 is Ashley Chiango.
Lady Lions want to be really intentional here. I mean, they just proved that, being a man down does not stop you from scoring. It does not mean that you are only playing defense. And I think that the Delaware team is more than capable of being a man down and doing the exact same thing and going down and scoring. So not only do the Lady Lions want to get a score on the board, and be up for the first time this game, but they definitely do want to keep their eyes on the Blue Hens. They want to make sure they're making smart decisions with the puck.
Wow, what a great play there. That was almost a big chance there by Pisano. It looked like she had the whole net open. If she was a little bit closer to the net, she would have had an opportunity to get a shot off, but just a little bit far to the outside of the circle. Settling down for the Lady Lions is Paige Gorman, as the offensive group will get a change now on the man advantage. With just 23 seconds to go. Chiango and Pisano, the stud defensive group, still out there for the Lady Lions. As now McChrystal will carry it for the Lady Lions. Referee on the far side whistles it down. For an offsides. The puck is going to be dropped right in front of the Lady Lions bench. Too many penalties going to be called. What is this referee on right now? I didn't really get an opportunity to see. Maybe he's not calling a penalty. Yeah, I think Delaware is going to get called for too many men, if I'm not mistaken. Might be wrong here, but the puck is going to be dropped to the right of the goalie from the Lady Lions, Paige Gorman, and a penalty is called on the Lady Lions. There's too many men on the ice. It's going to be 4-on-4 for the next 14 seconds. That'll love some 4-on-4 hockey here in the middle period with just under 4 minutes to play. It's going to be a too many men penalty, and serving that bench monitor is going to be Muter tees for the Lady Lions. Puck's going to be dropped to the right of Gorman, like I previously said. And winning the draw are the Blue Hens, throwing the puck on net. And a big save there by Gorman, and she'll smother it. Looks like the referees have been picking up the calls as the game has gone by. Not a ton of penalties called in the first period, and a bunch called in the second. Having the Crystal net carrying the puck out of the defensive zone for the Lady Lions, as she has a Blue Hen on her. Hard net is Liana Murto. Both of those ladies are taken down, and now the Blue Hens are going to look to go the other way, trying to take the one-goal advantage they had for most of the game. The puck is thrown in the front of the net by Marzano, unable to find a Blue Hen stick. Puck now in front, sticks tangled up, and now a point-blank shot just went wide for Murto. And a 4-on-4 hockey is now over, as the Blue Hens now have the man advantage for the next minute and 15 seconds. Julia Nemo with the puck on the near side, looking to skate it to safety, and Shaw Dunning will now carry into the offensive zone with a minute to go in the power play. Dunning looking through a shot on net that was blocked by the Lady Lions, as the puck is able to be kept in the offensive zone for Delaware on this man advantage. Thrown out by McChrystal, and now Delaware has to regroup. Puck intercepted by the Lady Lions, but Dunning still staying strong on the defensive part. Zaretsky now 1-on-3 in the offensive zone. Now tries to throw a shot on, able to do so. Big save there by Butler. Delaware calling for too many men on the ice. That would be their second of a period. No, it's a penalty. They're calling a penalty, and the ref has his hand raised. Delaware fans are correct. It's going to be the second too many men penalty for the Lady Lions in just the next 5 minutes. Whistle's blown, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the next 17 seconds for the Lady Lions. Delay a game, they're calling it. And serving the penalty for the Lady Lions, looking to see who Coach Andrew Galetta is going to send the penalty box for this bench minor. Again, looks like it's going to be Abby McChrystal serving the bench minor. It's 2
Penn State penalty, too many men.
So McChrystal and Mutertees in the penalty box. It's going to be a 5-on-3, like I said, for the next 17 seconds. 2 minutes and change remaining in the middle period, as the Lady Lions look to be sending out Chiango, Pisano, and Bars, which would be the ideal 3 here for the remaining 2:15 in the second period, as the Lady Lions are finally able to clear straight off the draw.
Lady Lions really got to protect Gorman here. You know, having 2 men down, 3 to 5 is tough. It's a tricky situation for them to be in. You know, and Delaware's offense has not let up at all. They're still coming very, very fast. It looks like they're not even tired in the slightest. So, you know, their main focus really just needs to be protecting their goalie right now, and preventing Delaware from being a goal up on them.
Schultz now carrying the puck with a 5-on-4 advantage as the penalty assessed to Mutertees. The first delay game is now over. 1 minute and 20 remaining on the second one. Schultz now with the puck on the far side, gives it to Hill at the top of the key. Hill holding the puck, surveying some options, tries to float it on net, saved by Gorman with the pad. The rebound's there, and the second shot went wide. Puck now thrown out of the zone by Katie Bars, with a minute exactly remaining, 14 seconds remaining, separating the game clock from the penalty clock. Zaretsky now battling behind the net with Schultz and Hill, as patiently waiting in the middle of the slot is Katie Bars.
1 minute left in this period.
As the puck's now in the offensive zone for Delaware, and they have numbers. Skating with the puck now, unable to get it to the middle of the ice. We're waiting for it was Patrick, and now a big hit in the corner is going to be whistled down for another Lady Lions penalty. It's going to be roughing right at the end of the period. Not what the coaches were looking for the Lady Lions. Galetta is not going to be happy about that one. Going into the third period could be costly for them, as just 47 and 4/10 seconds remain in the middle period. Delaware now with a 5-on-3 advantage for just over 30 seconds to end this second period. Blue Hens are talking over a game plan here, as the puck's going to be dropped to the left of Gorman.
Penn State penalty, number 11, roughing.
Looks like it's going to be Murphy, Salvino, Not able to see who the center is for the Lady Lions, but the Blue Hens win the face-off. Settling the puck down at the top is Dunning. Now ripping a shot, deflected and went on. Big save there by Gorman. Able to steer it to the right in the far corner. Marzano now at the puck. Not a ton of time, 34 second shows on the clock. Lady Lions battling for the puck in the middle of the slot. Looks like they're able to finally clear the zone. And now
possession there in the center.
Got Riley with a breakaway! Oh, unable to get a shot off.
Waiting just a second too long there, and she ran into Delaware's goalie. Wasn't able to finish that shot, but that would have been huge for the Lady Lions. Delaware looking to do the same thing. They've got it right there in front of the net. They've got about 2 players there. Lady Lions can gain possession there. Switch right. Breakaway.
Two, a buzzer beater and a big save there by Butler. To end the second period, wow, that was really hectic.
Talk about a way to finish a period. I mean, that last minute of play was very high energy. There was a lot going on from both teams. Both of them were trying to make something happen.
A great end to the second period there. We have a tie game. 2 goals by the Lady Lions in the second frame, 2 by the Delaware Blue Hens in the first period. We have a tie game heading into the third period. Delaware is going to start the third period with a 1:09 power play, courtesy to the delay of game penalty assessed to the Lady Lions. Stay tuned for the third period. We have an exciting one coming up at Pegula Ice Arena. You do not want to miss this one. We'll see you in the third. are set for third period hockey here at Pegula Ice Arena. We have a tie game here between the Lady Lions and the Delaware Blue Hens. 2-2 game, courtesy of the goals by Cami Selaski and Kat Willie for the Lady Lions. And the goals for the Delaware Blue Hens came from Olivia Huddy and also Cassie McFadden. Power play to start the third period for the Blue Hens as there was a delay of game penalty. Too many men on the ice for the Lady Lions. Minute and 9 seconds carried over from the second period, so they still have 40 seconds remaining on their power play. A shot on the near side, scores!
She found a teeny tiny gap there between Gorman and the post of the goal. And she was able to locate that really, really well. And Gorman just could not cover that small gap. You know, you think that you're big enough with all the padding and everything to cover the entirety of the net, but right there, you know, she just fell the slightest bit short, and that's going to bring Delaware up by a goal, which for them is going to bring their energy even higher. It's going to make the Lady Lions hungrier, and they're almost back at full strength, which I think is going to be good for them.
Absolutely. A power play goal there by Jess Pinello. Teams are back at even strength now. Delaware with the one goal advantage, just 1 minute into this third period. We're in for a fun one, so definitely buckle your seatbelts and see how this one's about to unfold. As Ashley Chiango tried to break out in the neutral zone, intercepted by the Blue Hens. Now with the puck on the far side is Carly Marzano, dropping it back to her defensive men. Ella Herzog, who threw it on net. Big save there by Gorman as the next net is knocked off its bearings. 59 seconds into this contest. Delaware taking an extensive lead on the shots on goal department, 26-18 in favor of the Blue Hens.
Delaware goal scored by number 29, Jess Patello.
Jess Pinello getting credit for the goal. An absolute beautiful shot from the left side. Found a little hole underneath Paige Gorman's glove to give the Blue Hens the one goal advantage like they had earlier in the second period. Puck steered to the left side by Paige Gorman as Chiango tries to clear the zone, unable to do so. Great keep there by Herzog. She sends it around the length of the ice. And now Pisano will control it behind Gorman. Pisano pressured there by Julia Nima, and she takes the puck away and sends it all the way back again behind Gorman. And now Pisano's partner Chiango will control it as the Lady Lions look to break out of their defensive zone. Now with the puck is Mutertees, looking for a breakout pass to Pisano, able to cross the red line but not able to dump at the length of the ice. And they are now able to do so. Puck is sent to the left of Sydney Butler. Now breaking out of their defensive zone are the Blue Hens. Spin around passes there by one of the goal scorers, Olivia Huddy. And now unable to control the puck in the neutral zone is Liana Patrick. Teams battling, going back and forth here to start the first period. Delaware with a quick goal to start this third frame, and now looking to expand on their one goal advantage. Now with the puck for the Lady Lions with a shot on goal. There was, pardon me, trying to get there was Bella Salvino. Great defensive play there by Carlene Stumpo as she stops an A-grade chance there for the Blue Hens. Taking the puck on the near side for the Lady Lions was Erica Ginn. Now fourth line out there for the Lady Lions is Ginn, Stumpo, and Morgan who are out there. Looks like they're trying to get their top line out there. Willie and Bars now waiting for Selaski.
Fighting against the wall over there. We've got 2 and 2, and eventually the ref is just going to call this.
Puck was whistled down right in front of the Blue Hens bench. Selaski finally able to get on the ice now to complete that full line change for the Lady Lions as there's going to be a face-off to the right of the goalie, Sydney Butler, with 17-12 remaining in the third period. Shots are 26-19 in favor of Delaware as the puck face-off was won by the Lady Lions. The puck is sent to the near side as Bars will battle against 2 Blue Hens for the puck. Another battle started, 3-on-2 advantage for the Lady Lions as the Blue Hens are trying to clear it out of their defensive zone. In there is Janowski, as well as Essick. And now Willie on the backhand, saved there by Butler as the puck squirts to the far corner. Selaski now with the puck behind the net of Butler, trying to make a move around a Blue Hen, unable to do so, but the puck goes to the top. Shot went wide. Finally able to clear the zone was Delaware, now resetting of the Lady Lions with the top group out there. Great pass there to Selaski, trying to make a cut-in move, and is able to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Celgin now controlling the puck in her forehand as she swoops behind and gets a shot on goal, which hit the outer post. Essick now able to tip the puck into the neutral zone as the Lady Lions, well, Bars escape from the bench, and now they'll look to get a change, getting their second unit out there. Willie and Celgin unable to keep the zone in the offense and to keep the puck in the offensive zone there, as there'll be a battle for it on the near zone right in front of the broadcast booth. Abby McChrystal coming out with the puck, and now Celgin get a little bit of mixed lines out there. Celgin now still with the puck, and the puck skips out to the front of the goalie and is covered by Sydney Butler. 15:43 remaining in the third period. As the second unit is now out there for the Lady Lions, featuring McChrystal, Bove, and Nevin. And on defense is going to be Murphy, along with number 18 for the Lady Lions. That is Abby Brogan. Lady Lions maintaining possession of the puck in the offensive zone, looking for one goal to tie this game back up at 3. Brogan able to keep the puck in the zone. Delaware looking for a change in their defensive zone, and Bove is able to keep the puck on the far side for the Lady Lions. Battling against two Blue Hens for possession of the puck, and now they'll go the other way. Corey Busey now with the puck, drops it back, and now Delaware with a shot, not able to get it on the net of Gorman. Now a tired unit for the Lady Lions as they look to get out of their defensive zone. Do not want to get pinned here because Delaware has a fresh group of skaters on the ice. Do not want to get trapped because another goal for the Blue Hens would definitely make this a harder task to come back for Penn State. Nevin unable to get that breakout opportunity for the Lady Lions, and the puck is sent down behind the net of Gorman, and now Deirdre Murphy will control it. Up now on the far side, Abby McChrystal with the breakout pass to Courtney Bove, and that line will get a change. Bove's still out there, a late whistle from the referee, and that's going to be an icing on the called on the ice.
Much more back and forth play in this period. You see that both teams, even just looking at the shot count, we're up now 22-26 in terms of shots. Lady Lions still trailing behind the Blue Hens here, ever so slightly, but you can tell that they're doing a really good job of weaving through each other, trying to make those passes connect and trying to make things happen out on the ice. We saw the puck spend a lot of time down in Lady Lions' offensive zone where they were just taking shot after shot, managing their rebounds, fighting against the wall, and really showing the Blue Hens, what they're made of.
Off the icing draw, the Lady Lions have to keep their second unit out there, but Courtney Bove now with a head of steam going into the offensive zone. She gains the blue line and drops it back for Nevin, looking for a shot, unable to get a full one on the net. Butler didn't even have to make an opportunity save there. Esposito and Chiango are finally out there for the Lady Lions back on the defensive side. Looking to clear now with the Blue Hens with a tired group of forwards out for the Lady Lions. Esposito will control it to safety. Alana Nevin, now to Courtney Bove, a tired group out for the Lady Lions. We're going to try and make anything happen. It's a tie game! A little excuse-me shot to the goal of Sydney Butler ties this one up at 3.
That was a fantastic shot there. Coming from the wide side on our near side and finding that far corner and really taking the time to make sure that your shot is on target for a far corner shot like that and finding the back of the net is huge, especially against a goalie like Delaware has. I mean, you can just see that she put all of her time and effort. It was a great run. Really, really good score there.
Butler was not ready for that shot. She did not see it the full way, hence why it went over her glove on the right side. Regardless of how the shot went to the net, it went in the net. Courtney Bove is finally on the score sheet for the first time this season. We have a 3-3 tie game here with 13-18 remaining in the final frame. Let's see if this one's going to need some extra time. Puck now on the far side, Aaron McDonald controlling it for the Lady Lions. They look to regroup in the neutral zone. That line out there is Bailey, McDonald, and Mutatis. And on defense, it's going to be Salvino. And I believe that's McDougal. Could be mistaken though, don't quote me on that. I'm trying to get all the numbers, because not everybody has their jersey for the Lady Lions. Now going the other way, the Blue Hens with a 2-1 opportunity here. Neva with a shot, unable to get it on the net. Went far right to the wide of the goalie, Paige Gorman. Puck now on the near side, controlled in the offensive zone for Delaware. And now regrouping are the Lady Lions. Now with the puck is California Bailey, now on the backhand with the far side, unable to get a good shot on goal there. As Delaware will regroup in their defensive zone, just throwing it all the way down. And retrieving it defensively are the Lady Lions. Puck fluttered across the ice for Bella Salvino, and she'll chip it in the middle of the ice looking for a stick, and he's able to find Carlin Stunfeld for just a second. But the puck is sent right back in neutral ice. Salvino unable to trick the puck past Essick, and the Lady Lions will look to regroup yet again for the second time. The puck shot on, a little excuse me shot there by Essick. Found the net of Gorman, but she steered to the side. Puck now at the top of the key, controlling it in now for the Blue Hens is Essick. Essick now behind the net with McFadden, one of the goal scorers for the Blue Hens. Now a battle for the puck in the far corner, is able to be kept in yet again by that Blue Hens blue line. Puck sent all the way down behind Gorman as the teams are looking for the go-ahead goal here with just over 10 minutes remaining in the third period. Defensive group for the Lady Lions going up against the forward group for the Blue Hens behind the net. Blue Hens are able to maintain possession of the puck. Shot tried to get to the net of Gorman. Now trying to finally get the puck out of the zone and able to do so are the Lady Lions. Now they have an opportunity here on the offensive front. Able to get a shot off there. Puck was sent in the front of the net of Butler.
Looks like they lost it right there. Two girls just going straight for each other. When the puck just goes and skids away, it's hard for them to track it. They're so focused on what they're doing and what's happening that little puck sometimes just disappears, it seems like. It looks like Lady Lions are going to maintain possession there in neutral territory.
Mackenzie Morgan was looking for a change there. Do not want to get a third delay of game, or rather that would be too many men on the ice penalty. Evie Hill now controlling the puck on the blue line, unable to do so fully as the Selaski, Bars, and Willie Lions are out there. Kat Willie now with the puck on the near side, looking to get a shot on it, just whipped it across the net. It sounded like it hit the crossbar, but would have been too good to be true. A shot from that angle was really hard to convert. Now Bars battling for the puck in the neutral zone, able to gain possession of the offensive now. Bars trying to skate past two Blue Hens and is able to control the puck behind the net. Throwing in front for Willie. Now to Selaski, back to the top. Georgia Murphy looking for an opportunity. What the fuck? Rebound! Oh, what a save by Butler! Rebound scores!
That was a fantastic play there by Kat Willie. She read every single rebound there. It actually rebounded twice, and there was a shot every single time. You had the initial, you had the first rebound, and then that second rebound, she was finally able to connect and once again hit that far corner. The far corners are hard for a goalie to defend because it's in their peripheral vision. It's a tricky spot to cover in general, and with all the padding, it's hard for them to reach that ball. And that's going to bring our game 4-3. Lady Lions up.
As a very loud Penn State chant starts to the left of us. That's fantastic to hear, even at Pegula Ice Arena when there's not a Division I game going on, and Penn State has the lead for the first time in this game. It only took 3/4 of the game to get there, but we are there. Kat Willie, her 4th goal of the season in just 2 games, her second in this contest, as she had 2 in the first match between these two teams, and Selaski collides hard with Dunning there in the neutral ice. Top line still out there as they look to get numbers here in the offensive zone. As a breakout pass by Selaski is
Kat Willie going for another one.
Really looking for a hat trick, just threw the puck on net at the end of her shift, and a big save there by Sydney Butler with 9:04 remaining in the third period. This is going to come down to the last final seconds here, so you do not want to miss any of the next remaining 9 minutes in this matchup. So buckle your seatbelts. We're in for an intense last 10 minutes. Puck's dropped to the left of Butler, and the puck is sent around the near boards, defending it of the Blue Hens. On the puck now is Emma Chaffee, battling up against a couple Lady Lions in the corner. I see Courtney Bovin there battling with a goal in the game. She's looking to add to her total. Puck now on the near side, sent the length of the ice. Not sure if that's going to be an icing, as trying to beat it there with Jess Pitinello. Hard on Chiongo on the near side.
Quick decision there. The Blue Hens just can't get the pass off that they wanted. Courtney Bova is going to take that towards the goal. She's looking to see if she can make something happen. Quick little shot there to the center. Goalie makes a rebound off of it. Lady Lions did try and take the rebound, and it looks like we've got a little bit of a scuffle down there in front of the net. Both teams looked like they were a little bit too fired up there. Some words were probably said between both of them. Not totally sure what happened there. But it looks like both teams are going to separate, try and clear their heads, and get back into the game.
Definitely some extracurriculars after that play. Both teams not happy. You got a tight contest, a one-score game. Not something you want to see is both teams getting aggressive toward the end of the game. There's not even a game tomorrow, so nothing's going to be carrying over for both of these teams. And neither of these games are going to show up on either team's regular season record, because it's just a scrimmage between the two one Division I and one Division II team, as McChrystal looks to get a shot there, looking for her first collegiate tally on the Lady Lions team this season. Second unit out there for the Lady Lions. The one that started the game is Bove, Nevin, and McChrystal. As the puck is now trapped around behind the net of Butler, as the Blue Hens look to skate it to safety. Nifty move there in the middle of the ice by Olivia Huddy, who has a goal there for the Blue Hens. Penn State's looking for an offsides call, not going to get it with 8 minutes remaining in the third period. Shots are now completely flipped in favor of the Lady Lions. They now lead in the category 30-27. Didn't think I'd be seeing that tonight, but another storyline that didn't get picked up in this game. Having McChrystal with a huge crowd here tonight, has family in attendance. She sends the puck around the net behind the goalie Butler. Now controlling the puck is Ella Herzog. Sending it around now, gaining offensive possession now for the Blue Hens is Morgan Thrush.
Lady Lions just trying to take a jab at the puck, just trying to break up the possession, regain it on their territory. And it looks like Gorman had a pretty good save down there with her glove. Puck's going to be back up against the far wall. Same thing, Lady Lions just trying to get a stick on it and get it out of their defensive zone into their offensive zone, which it looks like they're able to do. But the Blue Hens are going to drop and regain possession.
A turnover there, and Erin McDonald was unable to capitalize on that opportunity. That could have been big, trying to extend this game to a 2-goal lead for the Lady Lions. That would be big with just 7 minutes to go here in this contest. They got the McDonald. This line looks to be a little bit jumbled. Not sure who's supposed to be where, but Salvino is now backed up behind Gorman. They're going to get the puck out of safe. They're going to get a puck out of the defensive zone. With now the 5th-year senior Stumpos line out there, looking to get him some veteran experience to try and hold this to a 1-goal game. Puck is now in front of the net. Gorman doesn't know where it was. And now it's shot into the middle of the ice, and I'll see it in the road on it is Mackenzie Morgan, and she's able to deflect it. And now Euthertes and Morgan are battling for the puck right in front of the Delaware bench, and now they have it with numbers.
Lady Lions possession right there in front of the goal. Looks like Butler tried to smother it, couldn't quite get a grab on it. Blue Hens are going to regain possession right there behind their own goal. The Lady Lions are still fighting for it. They don't want to give it up that easy. They want to hold this lead, and they want to increase it.
Absolutely. Stumpo out with Morgan and Ginn, and not able to keep it in the zone is Brogan. And trying to turn up ice is Julia Nima, as she's unable to control the puck, and she skates back for an ice change.
Brogan was able to tap it there from behind, just get it out of the stick length of the Blue Hens, just to try and give her team a little bit of time to regain possession, kind of settle down a little bit.
Corey Busey with a shot point blank, and a big save there by Gorman, as this is just a 1-goal game that can be flipped in any direction at any point. You saw the goals that have been scored tonight. Not particularly well-shot goals, except for that one by Olivia Huddy in the first period to extend the Blue Hens lead to 2, when it was at the beginning of the that was the best goal that we've seen all night. That was a direct shot right over the goalie of Gorman. The goalie Gorman, that is, rather. As Joe Murphy tries to clear it out for the Lady Lions. Bars able to stick it out, not able to clear his own. Kept in by the Delaware Blue Hens. Now skating it out as Bars.
Nice pass there across the ice.
Willie now gains it on her backhand, tries to throw it on net just across the crease. Wasn't able to get a shot on the goalie Butler. Penn State's first line's doing a fantastic job maintaining possession of the puck in the offensive zone. Just getting as many opportunities, throwing the puck on net as many times as they possibly can. Willie throws it on net looking for a hat trick, and that one's stopped by Sydney Butler. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the final period. Lady Lions up 1 goal to the University of Delaware Blue Hens by a score of 4-3. Puck's going to be dropped to the right of Butler. As their second unit's out there, Leanna Patrick centering this line for the Blue Hens. As Dunning sends it around the corner, Selaski battling for the puck, and she's able to grab it. And she has it on her backhand, throws it in front of the net. The same looking shot that Wiley had, or Willie rather, that is. And now going the other way is Essick holding the puck against Brogan. Who's going to come out of this one as Brogan was swinging all the way around Gorman, looking for some safety. Almost a big block there by Selaski trying to grab the puck at her feet, as there was a shot at the top of the key, and that top unit is looking to get a change as Bars heads to the bench first. Deanna Patrick challenged there by Willie. Patrick's able to dump it down the length of the ice. Very urgent for a goal now is Delaware. 4 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in the final period between these two phenomenal teams that have put on a great battle this weekend. For all the fans and family in attendance, just wanted to thank everybody for joining the stream. Apologize for the technical difficulties from yesterday's stream. Tried our best to do it. But, you know, things can't be perfect. Again, I'm Ethan Zaretsky, play-by-play broadcaster, and alongside me is Paige Clark, our color commentator for tonight's game. Make sure to stay tuned for the Ice Lions game that's going to be directly after this game. It's a 3:45 puck drop when the Ice Lions have their second game of the season against the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. There's going to be a penalty called in the ice against the Lady Lions, which is not going to be good, putting the Blue Hens a man up. With 3:39 remaining in the final period, the corporate is going to be Alana Nevins. She's going to don't know what the call is there. Regardless, Delaware's going to take a timeout. And Coach Ben Deming is going to talk things over with his ladies. Try and draw up the ideal situation and try and get a goal. They did score earlier on the power play, courtesy of a goal by number 29 for the Blue Hens. That was Jessica Pittanella, that is. Phenomenal shot by her on the near side. Definitely wanted to replicate it this time. A crucial time in this game, Paige. What are the keys that Delaware's going to need to do on this man advantage to try and get the puck in the back of the net? We saw him do it earlier. What are they going to need to remove in this segment?
They gotta be smart. Lady Lions have already proved that, you know, their energy is back up. They are here to play, and they're not going to make it easy for Delaware. Delaware, last time they had the man advantage, did a really great job of being precise about their passing. They were passing circles around the Lady Lions and maintaining possession, and that's going to be what's really important for the Blue Hens, because otherwise, our defense is so amped up that they're not going to let them do anything with the puck. So Blue Hens need to be really, really particular here about what they do with the puck, where their men are, and, you know, their end goal. Otherwise, it's just going to be a mess.
Now with the puck from Delaware as they look to set up here on the man advantage. A minute 40 remaining on that power play. Puck is set in front. Big save there by Kobe. Rebounds there. Oh my goodness, another opportunity. Unable to get the shot off there was Liana Patrick. And now going the other way is Cami Selaski. She's looking to have a breakaway. Cami Selaski in on goal. Big save there by Sydney Butler. And there's a rebound. Who's going to get it? No one knows where it is. And now Delaware has the puck. Looking to go the other way is Dunning. An outlet past the Corey Busey, and they look to set up now in the offensive zone. Busey with a shot went wide of Gorman, and she'll cover with a glove.
That was almost Cami Selaski's second goal on a power play with a man down. I think that she really just likes that opportunity. If she has the space, she is taking the puck all the way down the ice, and she's going to create an opportunity for herself. And even there, she was very close. Even with the rebound, she was on the ground, on the ice, hands and knees, and was still fighting for the rebound. So props to her for really trying to make it happen.
Bars and Stumpo now out there on the offensive group, defensively on the man down for the Lady Lions. Exactly 1 minute to go on the power play from Delaware, as this will probably most likely be their best chance to tie this one up before the 2 minutes and 34 seconds timer expires. Now with the puck on the near side, Delaware looking to generate an offensive chance. Now with a shot on the near side, saved by Gorman, rebounds in front of the net. And now able to get there is Ashley Chiango, and she's able to clear zone. Stumpo, Bars, Pisano, and Chiango still out there for the Lady Lions. Now with the puck on the near side is Carly Marzano for Delaware. She settles down and hits the brakes on the near side. Looks for a shot, saved by Gorman. Puck is in the front again. Nobody knows where it is. Trying to slap at it is Delaware, looking to go the other way of the Lady Lions. Now still with the puck, the shot went wide there by Marzano again. With the puck on the far side is Thrush. Throws it to the top of the key by Evie Hill. Unable to get a shot there on the far side was Thrush.
About 10 seconds left for the Blue Hens man advantage. They got to make it happen now, otherwise the Lady Lions aren't going to let them.
2 seconds showing on the clock for the man advantage. Gorman is able to cover that one with her glove. Shots are exactly 33 to 33 for each side. As Delaware is extremely desperate for one more tally to try and tie this one up. To send this one into extras. Schultz on the draw against Bove. Schultz wins the draw for the Blue Hens, but the puck is now squirted out into the neutral zone. And now taking it the other way, looks to go Alana Nevin. And she's unable to do so right out of the penalty box. And she looked for the wraparound attempt there. And a great defensive play by Delaware. Controlling it is Sam Schultz. Looking to go the other way is Delaware. And the puck skirts off Busey's skates. Now battle for in the neutral zone. The Lady Lions come out with it. Alana Nevin, fresh out of the penalty box. She gains the offensive zone, looking for a shot, drops it back for Bove. She rips it, and a big save there by Butler. With 1 minute and 7 seconds to go here in the third period, this one is going to be intense. You do not want to miss this final minute. So stay in your chairs, grab whatever you need before this next faceoff drops to the right of Sydney Butler.
This has been an exciting period to watch. Both teams are going back and forth and back and forth. Very high energy. You can tell that they both want it. And yeah, we only have 1 minute left of play. And with the Lady Lions up by 1, it's not impossible for the Blue Hens to tie it up and send us into extra time.
As the announcements call, there's 1 minute remaining. Top line out there for the Lady Lions. They're most likely going to keep them for the rest of the game. And Sydney Butler is able to cover that puck that was waddling right in front of her net. Really looking for her hat-trick opportunity. We'll keep an eye on Coach Penn Deming to see what he's going to do with the goalie Butler. Maybe try and get a man advantage with 50 seconds remaining in this one. Salvino's shot was blocked, and now the other way looks to go Patrick. Liana Patrick now makes a move around Murphy, but Murphy shields her body and is able to protect the puck. Bars now with the puck on the near side. Good keep there by Delaware, and now the puck is in the neutral zone. Unable to make a move there was Willie. And a big stick check there by Pisano. Another one is successful. She has the puck and is looking to clear the zone. 26 seconds remaining in the period. Now with the puck is Delaware. Throws it on net and Gorman is able to cover. Clearing very quietly is Katie Selassie.
21 seconds left to play. We're down in the Lady Lions defensive territory. And all they need to do for 21 seconds is hold the Blue Hens from scoring. As long as they hold them from scoring, they get the victory for today. That's 2 days in a row. That's got to feel good for them. But if the Blue Hens come back and they get another shot on goal, it's possible that it could send us into overtime.
The goalie is pulled with 15 seconds remaining. A 6-on-5 advantage for the Blue Hens. 13 seconds remaining. On the far side with the puck is Murphy, and she clears it to safety. 10 seconds remaining. Puck is sent all the way to the length of the ice. Salvino has it. She pins it against the far boards. 3, 2, and 1. And the Lady Lions are going to take 2-2 in Pegula. A big victory for the Lady Lions to start the season off 2-0. Defeating Delaware by a score of 4-3. Lady Lions cut over goalie Paige. She third first victory of the season. As the victory song sounds for Penn State. Well, lots to take away from Delaware as they did a fantastic job over the last 2 games to stay in the fight against a very dominant Penn State team who's a complete division above them.
Definitely a tough loss for Delaware. You can tell that today they really came out almost with a vengeance. Not aggressive, not nasty, or anything like that, but they wanted to win today. They wanted to come out today and prove that they could hang with the Lady Lions. They could hang in the division above them. And for the majority of today's game, not only did they hang, but they led, and they were the standard for the game. But the Lady Lions were able to really dig deep and find whatever it took inside of them to come back, tie it up again, and then eventually come out on top. So, really, honestly, just a fantastic game to watch in terms of both teams' performance.
A great comeback by the Lady Lions. An extra push in the third period gave them the edge in this one. Lady Lions start the season 2-0, and we will see you in 2 weeks for their next couple games. I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Ethan Zaretsky. We appreciate you for spending your afternoon with us on the broadcast. Signing off, Paige, you have anything to say?
No, just good to be back.
Absolutely. We want to give a big shout out again to Marielle, Hannah, and Carter for setting this up and doing all the behind the scenes work. We'll see you very soon. We are Penn State.